Walter Bendix Schonflies was born on July 15, 1892. He was the eldest of three children to his younger siblings, George and Dora. They were born to a wealthy business family of assimilated Ashkenaz Jews in the Berlin of the German Empire. Walter would attend later in his early years of studies at the University of Freiburg in the Breisgau, studying philosophy, and many of his other interests also he would display and show later on in his career. He was at one point associated with a group of German intellectuals and philosophers who were known as collectively as the Frankfurt School, though he did not always share the radical political views on nature of modern society. Walter Benjamin is well known for being literary critic and a writer that is considered by many as one of the most important thinkers of the 20th century, having published a range of works on culture and society. Benjamin made enduring and influential contribution to literary theories, aesthetics, philosophy of technology, epistemology, philosophy of language, and philosophy of history. His great contributions and accomplishments can be related to the field of media studies, with many of his works and opinions he would discuss and publish in his many essays of such as The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, which he published in 1936, was an incisive analysis of the social importance of photography. Benjamin's premise that a copy of a higher social significance than an original had a profound effect on postmodern thought and has influenced in one way or another a number of late 20th century art movements because of this judgment and incisive detail of opinion, including pop art with feminist art, conceptual art, and appropriation art. While his other essay, such as Arcade's Project, which was published in 1927, helped set the foundations of what would become known as critical and cultural theory. It helped explain urbanization in terms of an historical and ideological shift from culture of production to a culture of consumption and commodification. This Arcade's Project is seen as setting the foundations for the development of the field of cultural studies overall and in general. His writing had a major impact on subsequent aesthetics theories, culture, and literal criticism, artistic practices, and the emergence of various postmodern art movements, as stated before, which cause of these essays and created theories. His other accomplishments that made an impact would be with him also challenging certain assumptions about how history was told in his view. History was not as linear story of progress whereby humanity learns from their mistakes of the past. He viewed history rather as something chaotic and contradictory in which past mistakes are merely repeated by future generations instead. The way Walter Benjamin's contributions and ideas help relate towards my interest on how photojournalism can have an impact on society is, as stated before in his essays, with The Work of Art in the Mechanical Reproduction and Arcade's Project. These has showed how he anticipated the creation of internet and art or memes that can influence or reinforce people's political ideology with how they view and process it through their minds. In today's era of the internet and social media, it is known to be very sensitive with topics and any kind of stuff being posted anywhere, causing millions of people sharing their own opinions at their fingertips. Some examples would be how photojournalism is very easy to be seen and published, with it having more of an impact than a verbal or written kind of journalism being told, since they can show visual images to back up the story being told to the public, and such causing a major impact on the people's opinions, which can be related back towards his thoughts and theories that Walter Benjamin discusses in his previous essays in the art. With today's times, anyone can be a photojournalist and post or share interesting finds for the others to see. This causes much attention and drama with the amount of stuff that is posted every day. This can be seen now with the pandemic that's going on in the world, with people sharing their own stories across social media and online, with photos being taken of harsh conditions or victims of the COVID-19 in hospitals, and the thousands of individuals struggling to get by each day from unemployment and job losses every day that goes by. Pictures of nurses and doctors have had a major influence on giving the public and people an idea of how bad the situation is for the world right now. Just a visual image can give a huge impact on people's perceptions than just words.